A man must lead by example. Facts. That's one thing that I've learned in my 24 years on this earth. That's not that long of a time, but it doesn't really matter. A man must lead by example. The other day, I was sitting down in a restaurant, me and two of my homies. We were just catching up on life, having a meal, having a conversation. And one of the homies, he told me that sometimes he looks at my channel, hears the stuff that I talk about, and he's asked me if I ever considered doing like life coaching or stuff like that. And I told him maybe one day I'll get there, but for the time being, I'm not ready. And he said, "Why do you think that, bro? Because you have a lot of knowledge in your head that genuinely benefits a lot of people." And I told him, well, the reason why I don't feel qualified to do that life coaching shit yet is simply because my life isn't where I want it to be. So how can I possibly talk to somebody else and tell them how they should be living their life if mine isn't right? If that makes sense. Gotta lead by example. Gotta lead by example. I believe to a certain extent, you should have results in whatever you are giving advice on. Either you yourself should have the results, or you should have proof that you have coached others to have the results. Why would I listen to anybody that has not achieved the very thing that I'm seeking them to help me achieve? That doesn't make any sense. Would you go to a fitness coach that has never been in shape their entire life? Probably not. Would you go ask a McDonald's worker how to become a millionaire? Probably not. So, the way I look at it is, as a man, if you are going to tell somebody what they should be doing, if you want to lead somebody, you have to lead through your own actions. You have to lead by example. It's more than just talking. You need to be able to show proof behind what you're doing. You got to show them that it is possible because you can do it. And if you can do it, then they can do it. I remember there was a point in time on this particular YouTube channel where I was constantly talking about consistency, showing up every day, putting in the effort, putting in the work. But at that same time, I was taking days off the YouTube channel, not posting videos every day. How can I possibly sit here and expect anybody to listen to my message talking about consistency and showing up every single day when I'm literally not even doing that myself? No, I have to lead by example. That's why I have to post every single day. I have to post every day. I have to be the example. And eventually I know that the work that I'm putting in will pay off one day. I know for a fact it will pay off one day. And then when that day comes and it does pay off, I can use my story as a testimony to anybody that may look up to me. I showed up every single day, stayed consistent, and put in the work, and look at where it got me. Anybody can talk. Talk is cheap. Talk doesn't prove anything. But the people that follow you and look up to you are going to watch your actions a lot more than how much they listen to your words. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because whether you realize it or not, people are always watching you. You always have an audience. That audience could be people that want to see you fail, or it could be people that are supporting you, looking up to you, want to see you win. It doesn't matter, and you don't really know. You don't really know who's watching you and for what reason they are watching you. But because you know they are watching you, you gotta give them something worth watching, man. You gotta give them a show. Every single day, you have to show up and you have to be the proof. Facts. Every single day, you got to put the work in without falter, without fail. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay committed, regardless of how you feel. A lot of people really, a lot of people really don't understand the importance of consistency and focus. Those two things will take you extremely far in whatever the hell you want to do. Consistency and focus. I specifically say focus too because it's really easy in modern times to get distracted. We got social media, we got sporting events, we got YouTube, we got clubs, we got partying. Nowadays, there's more distractions than any other point in human history, ever. You know, back in the day, all they had was bread and circuses, right? But nowadays, we got TVs, we got phones, we got all this extra shit, man. There's so many distractions, so many things to take you off the work that you're supposed to be doing every single day. So remove the distractions. If there's something in your life that you honestly think is making it difficult for you to stay on track, remove it. Remove it. It's not benefiting you, and it's taking you off your grind. Why would you purposely allow something to stay in your life that's working against you? That doesn't make any sense. Everything in your life should be working for you. The friends you hang around, the relationship you're in, everything in your life should be working for you. The habits, let's talk about habits too, man. Habits are another one. Show me a man's habits, and I'll show you his future. That's a fact. We got to get our habits right, man. We can't be in the habit of just constantly slacking off. We can't be in the habit of just allowing ourselves to do whatever we want to based on how we feel. I guess that kind of ties back into the whole focus thing too, because if you fix your habits, remove the distractions, remove the bullshit, it'll be a lot easier for you to be focused. So I guess we could say focus and fixing your habits kind of sort of go hand in hand, man. Fix your habits, remove the distractions, and stay focused. That's honestly the hardest part of the battle. Because those habits that you have that are bad, that are working against you, you probably had them for a long time, man. And because they're bad habits, they're so ingrained in you, you can probably do them unconsciously. For example, what's a common habit? Let's say biting your fingernails, right? I used to be a nail biter when I was a little kid, and because I was so used to doing it, I could do it without thinking about it. So my mom bought this fingernail habit stopper. I forget what it's called, but pretty much you paint your fingernails with it, and it's got a very sour, very bitter taste. And so whenever you put your fingernails in your mouth, you would, nasty, right? It's crazy because when I first started painting my fingernails with that stuff, I didn't even realize how often I would just zone out and absentmindedly bring my fingers to my mouth. Your habits are so ingrained in you that oftentimes you can do them unconsciously, which is why you have to be self-aware, extremely self-aware. You have to be constantly mindful of what you're doing and how it affects you, and how even your absent-minded actions can perpetuate the bad habits that you have. Facts. But once you remove your bad habits and replace them with good habits, healthy sleep schedule, healthy diet, working out, all these kind of good beneficial things. Once you fix your habits, staying consistent is the easy part. Staying consistent and showing up every day is the easy part. Now look, man, I'm bringing this video to a close. Today is January, 22nd, 23rd? 23rd, yeah. The first month of the new year is already almost over. We have 343 days left in the new year. All that stuff that you said on January 1st, new year, new me, have you been sticking to it? Have you been consistently putting the work in? Have you been staying focused? Or are you constantly distracted? Are you absent-mindedly allowing your bad habits to continue being in control of your actions? Take a second to think about these things, man, and fix them. We still have 11 more months to make this year your year. Your whole life can change in 1 year, bro. Really. If you lock in, commit yourself to fixing your bad habits, staying focused, and being disciplined, your whole life can change in 1 year. Facts. That's the end of the video, man. Questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section, man. And I greatly appreciate every single one of y'all that watches these videos. Not for real. I really appreciate y'all, man. Every single day on YouTube and on Instagram, people talk to me about the way that my message has been positively impacting them in their lives. And y'all telling me that, y'all giving me that feedback, honestly, is the best thing ever. So I really appreciate that, man. Y'all have a good rest of your day.